Ready? Lights, camera, action.
Yep.
I'm Nick Eker. I'm the president and owner of Charter Arms.
We are definitely one of the few left that make 100% USA made product.
I worked for Henry Repeating Arms in the very beginning. I helped them develop their first Henry rifle down in Brooklyn, New York. I worked for Mossberg, developing their bolt-action rifle, and Century Arms.
So the beauty of this company is the fact that we build the gun all by hand.
You know, we're a small place. It really is kind of a family place. Been around since the 60s, and it's just, you know, 100% American-made quality revolvers. And every gun is hand-built on the assembly line.
The Pink Lady 38 is a huge seller in all the different finishes that it comes in. The Bulldog 44 is Charter Arms. I mean, that's a classic.
I've seen Charter Arms tattoos. Oh yeah, exactly. There's people. It's a kind of a cult following, you know?
So we have a lifetime warranty in every revolver that we made.
It's actually the Nick guarantee because, look, we don't want a bad gun out in the field. So we want to take care of it.
Whether you're the first owner or the 10th owner, if it says Shelton on that gun, it's a lifetime warranty.
And Nick is ridiculous with the warranty. You name it. I dropped this off a mountain, I ran it over with my tractor. I mean, there's never a time I've ever heard Nick say, "Ah, can't do it."
If you know revolvers, you know Charter Arms. You have all the old school that say, I've carried nothing but Charter Arms my entire life, or my father or my grandfather carried it and now it's passed down to me, and they want to send it in just to make sure it's up to speed and there's nothing wrong with it. And sure, we'll definitely give it a tune-up for you.
I don't think any other gun maker has the service that we have. As a matter of fact, I'm sure of it.
Our goal is to build a safe revolver that will keep you safe.
What always intrigued me was police officers usually carry a backup semi-automatic on duty. Small semi-automatics are not reliable. So I thought if I could develop a revolver that it could extract semi-automatic cartridges not using moon clips, it would be a big winner. And hence the pit bull.
We name most of our models based on dogs. We love dogs because they are loyal and trustworthy.
Nick loves dogs. We have your pit bull, your bulldog. Dogs don't complain. They're always there to greet you. They're always there to take care of you.
The dog theme. The original gun that Doug first talked about designing, Charter Arms 44 Bulldog. And a Bulldog is actually a name that started back in the early 1900s. It was actually the first gun that Doug McClanahan designed before the undercover. But knowing that the ammo was not as available, he put that on hold and came up with the 38 Special instead. Now the 44 Bulldog is only slightly bigger than most 38 Specials on the market, whereas the undercover is 20% smaller than any other 38.
Our mascot is Boomer, so he comes to work every day with us. He's always here greeting our visitors, our customers, and everybody loves Boomer.
One day I had a distributor in here and I was showing them a new gun, had wooden grips on it, and we went for a tour, and Boomer, as usual, was in my office. We came back and he was chewing on the grip of the gun. And Maggie was looking over his shoulder thinking, well, that looks pretty tasty to me too, you know?
I think everyone here takes pride in their job, especially Nick and Judy. Without Nick, there would be no Charter Arms, and Judy's his number one, and he cares more about the employees here than anything else here.
We're the working man's gun. I'd like to say that those could be Cadillacs. You have to have a lot of money and be able to afford them. We're Chevrolet. We do the same job, but absolutely a stronger gun than a Smith & Wesson or a Taurus. Stronger, more reliable, fewer moving parts. So we have the fewest moving parts in any revolver. We also have the strongest frame because we have no side plate. We also have the strongest lockup because our crane arm, which absorbs the shocks of the shells when they're going off, is inside the frame. It's not hanging out in the air. We do a lot of things to our triggers to get the best action possible. We hand polish on top of our sears. We qualify our cuts on our sear and our notches. We tumble our hammer pawls so they're rolled over a little bit. We use a special conical mainspring so we get less force while it's being compressed and the same amount of force when it's let go.
I'm going to say in about 2008, we started bringing out the anodized aluminum frames. And the first one was pink. We were the original pink lady.
Which was around 2008. Women were 8% of the gun market. And last year they were 46% of the gun market.
So we have the Pink Lady, which is a 38 Special 5-shot. It's a beautiful frame, pink anodized with stainless steel components. Very compact, you put it on your pocket, and it has a very nice fitting grip.
Every woman should have a gun. That's it, always.
So in here we have our 3 CNC machine. So we buy castings and the machine is making all the holes and milling and drilling, getting it ready to go to the assembly department.
We have a few more CNC machines out here doing different operations. This machine right here, we do triggers, mill the sight to height, we put in ports.
They do diamond cuts on some of the new barrels that we have.
We do taper reaming of cylinders and ejectors on one machine. We put in plunger holes. Frames come in from the vendor. We bring them right over here. They go on to this polishing robot. We have one that does just frames and one that does just cylinders over here.
Welcome to Mario and Luigi's place. This is where all the polishing and sanding is done.
It's Mario, Luigi, and Yoshi.
So Mario is our barrel polishing robot. It polishes every barrel in this place.
He will take the barrels and he will polish them on the 2 belts that you see in there. And when he's finished, he puts it back on the table, picks up another one and keeps going.
And then we have Luigi, which works and makes all our frames.
When Luigi's running, he's doing grip frames. They do high polish on the grip frames and barrels, and that's Yoshi back there. Yoshi will do will do grip frames and all high polishing for these 2 guys and barrels for this guy right here.
These machines are made in Italy. They're custom made for us. This company that developed these robots, and they didn't start by making robots, obviously, but they did start by making church bells. They've made every Pope's church bell for the last 125 years. So I saw Pope Francis' church bell being made over there.
After the robot, the parts will come out here to get secondary polish. Any small parts that don't go on the robot also get done out here. It's how you get the handmade quality of Charter Arms. It's a lost art nowadays, but these guys we got some real talented guys.
The key to business today is efficiency. If you're not efficient, you're not going to make it. You can't just keep raising your prices. We went through an effort to take all costs out of the gun and pass the savings on to our customers. Every year we don't raise our prices, it's a cost reduction for our customers.
We use the same grip frame on every model, so if you were ordering new grips on our website, all of our grips are compatible with all of our models.
Behind me, I have the laser engraving machine.
We used to do all of our things were roll marked on the barrels and the serial numbers and stuff. Nowadays we got something much better. It's laser engraving.
We could put about 12 different barrels in there and walk away and complete another task while that's going.
Actually, we do a lot of special orders for customers. So if anybody needs a gun with a special name on it or a special date on it, we can do it in here. We also do logos. Anything that you can think of that can be engraved, we can do it in our frames.
The Double Dog is our new combo series. That is a 357 cylinder.
And you can remove the entire cylinder and crane assembly and swap it out with a 9mm. Then you get 2 calibers of 1 gun. So now you buy 1 gun, you can shoot 38s, 357s, or 9mm out of this 1 gun.
It's the 357 cylinder will also shoot through 38 caliber. So in essence, it's a triple threat because you got 3 rounds you can run through 2 cylinders.
One of our sandblasting machines. I'll sandblast some hammers. You double action only, 44 hammers. That's one of our finishes. We have a sandblasted finish, and when these come out, they'll be ready to go. One of the nice things about Cerakotes, super durable. You're not going to have any fingerprints or smudges. It really holds up really good too. So that part will come back from anodizing or heat treat, and it's ready to get barreled. What we're making right now is going to be a Coyote. It's a 380, and then it gets torqued on with a torque wrench. Now it's going to go out to assembly and be built into a firearm.
So this is the assembly line, and here is where the action happens. Here is the beginning of the process where we are putting the cylinder together with the frame.
They come back here, they get the firing pin put in, and it gets passed up to these two lines, which is what we call first line.
Ruby is assembling the crane arm into the frame. She'll pick the right one because everything has a tolerance to it. She's gonna put it in the gun. She's gonna make the fitting. Before, everything had to be hand fitted. That might have taken her 5 minutes before. Now it's absolutely perfect. You saw it in less than a minute.
Then we go to the second line where we put the trigger and hammer all together, and we're always checking, making sure that everything goes smooth.
It's 42 parts that go into every revolver, plus or minus. 8 parts are actually machined here. We have 3 people machining our barrels for us and 4 people machining our cylinders.
Then it comes to third line when we kind of finish putting all the parts together, the grip, the butt, the latch.
After it leaves third line, it's a complete gun. Everything is ready to go. This is Russ, he runs the department out here, and he's gonna double check everything.
So this is the last step before it goes into the range to be shot. So I make sure all the work is done correctly. Start with the open and close. I check headspace.
Headspace ensures that the gun can fire. So the shell is tightened up against the breech pad, and the firing pin's got enough protrusion.
I have go and no-go gauges.
Go gauge, which says that allows the shell to spin freely.
There you go.
And the no-go, can't go, to ensure that the shell is going to be tightened up against the breech pad.
Then I check for timing.
That's the timing of the gun.
That's perfect. And then I also do push-off to make sure that the hammer stays back.
So this is a unique feature that we have here with this locking ring. So there's a corresponding groove inside the cylinder. So when he puts the cylinder over that locking ring, because it's beryllium copper, it's going to spring into the groove. And that's what holds the cylinder in place. Many other revolver makers have a stud right here to hold the cylinder in place, like a Smith & Wesson. We're the only ones that don't have it. The gun is now approved to be test fired.
After the revolver is built, it goes to the shooting range. We have to test fire every single revolver before we ship it out of here.
The test firing range, 25-foot steel tube, and every firearm is shot.
So after they're shot, they're brought here to the cleaning station.
And it gets clean because everything has to be sparkly before it leaves this place. We need to inspect everything with the gauges, making sure that everything passes 100% the inspection. Everything that doesn't pass inspection goes back to Jimmy, so Jimmy gets the revolver, tweaks it a little bit, and gets it ready to go back to the shooting range.
At this point, the guns are in shipping, ready for packing. The labels have been made.
So nowadays we try to keep a few of each model in stock. We have a little bit of everything ready to grab off the shelf and go.
And our favorite label, of course, is certified, not made in China.